about how your unit played?
Well, probably like every other coach would probably say, right? A lot of room for improvement. It's going to get the first game under the belt, but as you see on tape, there's a lot of things that if we don't get corrected, other teams will exploit. I know Coach Arnett's talked about that, but you can talk about it all you want, but until you get out there and actually do it in week one and getting a routine and everything. And so now it's just like every week, continue to get better and find ways to improve and correct your mistakes before the opponents attack them.
How was Jacoby Albert coming along?
He's doing good. He's working hard. He's had a good fall camp and everything, and working his butt off. And we're excited to have him. And really talented kid.
You selected your starters, then started rotating some guys in. You told us everybody was going to play. Were you satisfied with how they responded in the situations that were put in?
Yeah, and not everyone's always going to play, right? But you got to be ready for the opportunity to present itself. I think we went on a 16-play drive there where they converted some critical downs. So you're going to obviously rotate some guys in. Depending on the flow of the game and depending on how they execute too, right? And so, which they know we just finished obviously Tuesday practice. Who's kind of matchup wise, who fits where, and look at that as the week goes on. And a lot of it comes down to execution of the game. And if the two had a good practice and the one's not executing, the two's going to get in there and get his reps.
How do you feel like Isaac did coming in there in the first half when Sean kind of got dinged up a little bit?
Yeah, he came in there and hopped right in. It was 2 minutes, right? So understand the situation and got a couple reps, and then came back in and had some plays on special teams. And once they, with young guys, once they get involved in special teams and make a play, get in on a tackle, they can start to settle down and feel a bit more comfortable. And so, he's doing a good job. And like anything, right? With young guys, the game comes fast, and the competition is going to get better and better, and it's just going to become faster and faster. But with him, with all the young guys that are playing, they're usually ahead of the other guys just because they can process and make in-game decisions. That's what it comes down to execute.
Staff praised the secondary and their patience. I mean, no defensive penalties in the game. What do you think of just in game one to have that clean outing from the defense there?
Yeah, and there's a couple of them we got to make sure we're clean with our eyes because there's some stuff obviously they didn't exploit that could have been big plays. But whenever you're penalty free, especially on critical downs, that's where it kills you, right? And when you get off the field on third down or fourth down and you have a PI. Drives continue to go, and that's why they scored on the 16-play drive. Is they converted 4 critical downs, resulting in 7 points. So anytime you can stay penalty free, and anytime you don't beat yourself with mental errors, then obviously gives you a good chance to win.
No other group tackles more in space than yours, and so how do you kind of prepare them for that? Because if they miss a tackle, they're going to be on SEC Now 10 o'clock at night. But if they make the tackle, nobody ever really says anything. But how do you mentally prepare them for that responsibility?
Well, at the end of the day, your job's to get it on the ground. And it ain't always got to be pretty, right? But make them snap it again. And we had some snaps of that last year, with big plays. And that's what we got to do a better job of is, eliminating the breakout runs. We had 4 or 5 last year that broke out, and we had some ones that teach off of where, like Forbes in the Arkansas game last year. Big breakout run, he tackles it, and we stop him on 4 downs. Get a chance to keep him out of the end zone, make him snap it again. But the name of the game of playing good run defense is eliminating space, and that involves everybody in the defense. From guys up front to secondary, and the more space that's eliminated, the easier life is to tackle. But there are, that's what offenses do, right? Get the ball in space and make you tackle, and that's what Arizona does a good job of. And quarterback can roll around and do some good things, and backs are good players and got good receivers. So, you're going to be in those opportunities. That's why you got to recruit guys that can run and make plays in space because that's what the kind of games come down to.
What kind of